I'm sure you all remember the character hypnotist Sappho. If you don't, let me do a quick recap for you. Sappho was a self-proclaimed VR chat hypnotist who was found out to be someone who had illicit relations with animals and was contacting minors. Sappho has for the most part mainly remained offline, but has resurfaced every now and again. Once she disappears, no one really knows where and when she will appear again, if she does at all. This was until on my most recent video, a certain commenter posted saying they had information regarding Sappho. This is where the investigation began. As stated before, this was brought to my attention by a person called Kiba, posting on my last video after they contacted me on Discord sharing what evidence they had. At first glance, it was definitely damning. In this video, I hope I will be providing all of the evidence that I have so that you can make your own opinion as if this person is Sappho or isn't. First, let's start out by analysing this hypnotist Sylvia's accounts. There are a total of 3 accounts and 1 Discord group that are linked to this person. This account has some similarities with Sappho, as it does follow some groups that share common interests that Sappho had, such as being in a transgender VR chat group and being in a group called Verified Mommy Group. We know from a history that Sappho had both interests in these things, especially the mummy group, as it's documented that Sappho has used the word mummy in chats a number of times talking to people. It's more than likely Sappho's kink. Apart from that, Sylvia's account does include a YouTube link back to her channel and a PayPal link where you can pay them for hypnosis services. There is also another group called Hypno Lounge, which more than likely is used by this account's friends and people that help them to create YouTube videos. Apart from that, there is not really anything much else to note with regards to this VR chat account. This is where things get a little more interesting. Looking at the posts, likes, media, and replies of this account doesn't bring up anything too damning. This is until you begin to look at other accounts that have posted artwork for the Sylvia character. Looking at the first post, we can see, first and foremost, that they are using Val in conjunction with this Mistress Sylvia and Sylvia's character. Val, or Valerie, is a name that is tied to Sappho. This isn't the only time we can see an account has used Val to talk about the Sylvia person. The next post is by the same person and once again uses Val to name Sylvia. Then also uses Mummy, which we know Sappho liked to be called. The next post is by a different account, uses the Twitter handle of Sylvia and calls them Val. This is definitely quite interesting as they do share a lot of similarities with the names. Both accounts going by Val, their branding is also very similar. Hypnotist Sappho and Hypnotist Sylvia's names are almost identical, though this is not enough to definitively say that this account is Sappho. This channel, with 174 subscribers, features 5 videos and 5 shorts. Its content bears significant resemblance to Sappho's. The mannerisms and voice also align closely with Sappho's. However, a direct link to Sappho is currently absent. There is nothing else to note with this YouTube channel, apart from linking back to the previously mentioned accounts and a Discord server. As I was not able to get into this Discord server, I was only able to see a very limited amount of content. Though, I will say that if a minor wanted to get into this Discord server, it would be more than likely to be impossible, if they had no prior connection to any members. The reason being that to join this Discord server, you would need to provide a face picture or valid ID. As I was not comfortable giving my information to this server, I was unable to get in. In saying this, I do believe that there are a lot of weird things going on in this server.
Do me a favor, shut the fuck up.
Hello, and welcome to this special session of VR chat hypnosis. You may allow yourself to listen closely and follow along. A person can find it very easy to follow along with a positive, hypnotic session. You may watch this session.
Hello loves, Sylvia here. Today's hypnosis will be on relaxation, and if you like what you're watching, then make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Now that you're all just sitting around,
Listening to these voices together, one could believe that on the surface, this Sylvia character is Sappho. Though, after consulting with my in-house audio expert, An Abomination, he stated that, well, in my opinion, they have similar voices. Sappho speaks with a deeper voice, normally from a throat, whereas this second new person speaks with very similar inflections and patterns. But, interestingly, and I'll check this out later today, the second voice kinda sounds like it was pitched down compared to Sappho's.
hypnosis, hypnosis,
Hypnosis,
hypnosis, hypnosis, hypnosis,
hypnosis,
hypnosis, hypnosis, hypnosis,
hypnosis,
hypnosis, hypnosis, hypnosis,
hypnosis,
hypnosis.
As you can hear, they do sound quite similar when pitched up, but this is not nearly enough to say whether this is Sappho. This will be up to you. Let's look back at the evidence. First, starting out with the voice.
Hello, and welcome to this special session of VR chat hypnosis. You may allow yourself to listen closely and follow along. A person can find it very easy to follow along with a positive, hypnotic session. You may watch this session.
Hello loves, Sylvia here. Today's hypnosis will be on relaxation, and if you like what you're watching, then make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Now that you're all just sitting around,
Listening to this voice again, it is definitely quite similar, but not identical. Even as An Abomination said, they have similar voices. He did not say they had identical voices. Also, looking back to the Twitter artwork, it still doesn't make sense for someone who is so vilified and targeted to use their own name Val and use accounts that names are so similar to Sappho's. Why would someone do this if they know that whenever they come back, they would more than likely be removed from the internet again? There is also nothing else that connects this account back to Sappho. apart from the common interests and using the same name, Val. After once again looking at these accounts, I found someone who is more than likely involved with creating these videos. I decided, against all best judgment, to reach out and see what their side was. So this is a little impromptu segment into my video. Basically what happened is I was contacted by one of the accounts that I reached out to regarding the Hypnotist Sylvia situation. And what they stated, it actually makes a lot of sense. So basically, to summarize, this account isn't Sappho. Weirdly enough, this account was a student of Sappho. I don't have any way of fact-checking this, but it makes a lot of sense, right? You compare the names, both of them using Val, maybe some sort of thing, I don't know. But their channel names are so similar, Sylvia and Sappho. You know, you say them fast, they're probably, you could think they're the same thing. So it's interesting to see that. And apparently the Discord server that I found was actually, well, it was a server that all the people from the Sappho server transitioned into. So that's why the server's so locked down, where you need ID and everything. But apparently now as well, is that this account that I contacted and the Sylvia account aren't involved in hypnosis videos anymore. They've moved on with their lives. So I can not conclusively say, but I'm pretty much on the opinion myself that this account isn't Sappho.